Warm greetings of the dear students. Today we are going to proceed our chapter number 12 of class 7, and now we have the MLAs from different constituencies, and now we have the ruling party or the majority party also, opposition party also, and now we know how the state government formed. To continue to proceed this chapter, today we are going to take the subtopic structure of the state government. So like a central government, we mean state government also has three main organs, and the first is legislature, executive and judiciary. State legislature means lower house, or other name is Vidhan Sabha, and the upper house or the Vidhan Parishad. It means we have legislative assembly as a lower house and Vidhan Sabha, and we have legislative council and its other name is upper house or Vidhan Parishad, like Rajya Sabha in central government. It means legislative council is like a Rajya Sabha in central level, and legislative assembly is like a Lok Sabha in central level, and both the houses are for to make the laws. Legislature means making the laws. Next organ is state executive. It includes governor, the chief minister and the council of ministers. And what is the role of state executive? They execute, implement laws in the state, and they are also responsible for the day-to-day administration of the state, not the center. Next organ is the state judiciary. It includes courts of law, high court also and district court also. So we have three organs like central government, legislature, executive and judiciary. And then we are going to see the first organ of the state government, and its name is state legislature. So again we have the aliens. Deltak. Do all states have a legislature? Robonon. Yes, every state has a legislature. It means in every state, in all the 28 states, we have legislature. But we have legislative assembly in all the states. It means in all 28 states. But legislative council, or you can say upper house, or other name is Vidhan Parishad, we have only in 6 states, and they are where we have the legislative council. They are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Bihar and Maharashtra. It means only 6 states have 2 houses, legislative assembly, legislative council. Students, those states has both the houses, legislative assembly and legislative council. To them we say bicameral legislature. Bicameral legislature, it means bi means 2, cameral means houses. It means only 6 states in India has bicameral legislature. But you know, our central level also bicameral. How? As we have bicameral there, two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. The central level also we have bicameral legislature, and in 6 states we have bicameral. And other 22 states we have one legislature house, and that is legislature assembly. It means those states has one house, they are unicameral. Uni means one, cameral means house. So out of 28 we have 6 bicameral legislature, and in 22 we have unicameral legislature. But that you have to keep in mind, legislative assembly we have in all 28 states, but legislative council, second house, we have only in 6 states. I am repeating again: Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Bihar and Maharashtra. It means these 6 states has 2 houses, legislative assembly also and legislative council also. Now we are going to see more about legislative assembly. Legislative assembly has other name Vidhan Sabha or lower house. Here we have maximum 500 and minimum 60 members. It means maximum MLAs 500 and minimum 60. But in few states like Goa, Mizoram, Nagaland and Sikkim has less than 60 members. Legislative members are all MLAs of the state. All the MLAs are member of legislative assembly. As Goa, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim has less populated area, that's why their MLAs, their constituencies are also less. That's why their members are also less than 60. They are between 30 to 40. The number of members for a state assembly is fixed by the union parliament. It means who decide? Members of assembly. Who decide? Constituencies, MLAs, union parliament. Union parliament means central level legislature. In proportion to the population of the state, means constituency, I already explained, constituencies we have divide on the basis of population of the state. How many constituencies are in Mansa? Can anyone tell? Find the answer: 3, 4, 5 or 1, and you have to send the answer to me. Next, what is the eligibility to select the MLA? These as eligibility is equal to MPs, member of parliament. Eligibility is same like a member of MLAs. They have to be 25 years of age or more to elect as MLA. MLA means Minister of State, MPs means Minister of Parliaments. The members of Vidhan Sabha, again Vidhan Sabha means Legislative Assembly. They elected directly by the people. People means us. We elect. We decide to whom we are going to make MLA of our area, our Mansa. And this we do through the elections, which we take after every 5 years in regular terms. Means regularly, sometimes it happens that government has got the no confidence and they have to leave their majority level also, they have to leave the government also. The state assembly can be dissolved earlier by the President of India on the recommendation of the governor of the state. If the governor is not satisfied with the working of the ruling party, he or she will recommend to the President of India to dissolve the government, ruling government. It can also be extend also, but sometimes it extend also the working years of the ruling party in state. Maybe of 6 months, maybe of more than 6 months at the time of emergency, at the time of need. And Vidhan Sabha, again Legislative Assembly, is presided over by Speaker. It means assembly is held by the speaker, and if the speaker is not in the meeting, then who will handle? Deputy speaker. And you know already the legislative assembly, the Punjab is also having. So you have to find who is the speaker of legislative assembly, and you have to find the answer who is the deputy speaker of Punjab Vidhan Sabha. So these are the questions which you have to find. Now next is legislative council. The member of legislative council are permanent. Assembly members, so we change after 5 years with the election, new members come. And council members not elected, they are nominated. They are nominated by maybe governor, maybe teachers, maybe MLAs and other educated people also. And its members are 1/3 of assembly. It means if the assembly has 90 members, if assembly has 90 members, then council will keep only 30 members, 1/3 of the assembly. And they retire after every 2 years, only 1/3 part, not all. The term of every member in Vidhan Parishad is for 6 years. 1/3 member will retire after 2 years and they have to keep for 6 years. The elective members must be 30 years, but the age of council member should be more than 30 years. The total number of members of legislative council should not be more than 1/3 of the, I already explained you, they have to keep 30 members if the legislative members are 90 in any state. Now you keep in mind, we know that we have 170 MLAs in the assembly. So 1/3 of 117 MLAs is, you have to find 117, 1/3 of 117 MLAs are the members of council. Now see this, the legislative council is presided over by the chairman. Who was presided in the assembly? Speaker, and here chairman. They are deputy speaker, in council deputy chairman. As you know, there is no legislative council in Punjab because we are unicameral. So there is no chairman, no deputy chairman in Punjab state government. Now we have to see powers and duties of the state legislature. Legislature, I already told you, legislature means an organ who makes a law in the state level. So, but all the state legislature has two type of work. One is related to the legislature, and other are non-legislative functions. And these are, first we are going to see the legislative powers and function. First point, the state legislature makes laws on the subject on the state list and 47 subjects on the concurrent list. Concurrent list means in which we have the subjects for the both, means for the state and for the national level also. So state legislature make the laws on the all subjects which are mentioned in the state list, but 47 subjects are from the concurrent list. Second point, if a law passed by the state legislature in contradiction to the law passed by the union parliament, the union law prevails. If state level and union level both pass any rule, so which rule we follow? We follow central level law. Next, the state legislature can ratify the amendments made in the constitution by the union parliament. State legislature has no power to make the laws for the central level, but they can ratify, they can change, they can do amendments, they give suggestion to the central government. So these are the legislative powers and function. Next is non-legislative function. First is, the members of the state legislature can ask questions, do debates, discussion, and ask answer from the council of members as union parliament, state central level. Second, the members of the state legislature can move a motion of no confidence against the state government. No confidence means not have faith now in the majority party, they work properly or not. Next, the members of the state legislature can also move adjournment movement motions and censure motion. It means they have to show that they are not faith, they are not going to, they can ask the question, they can take them to the court and ask the answer of their question from the members of legislative assembly and council. Now practice zone number 2, question 1. List some of the main function of the state government, already discussed. Which is more powerful, legislative assembly or legislative council? And as we know, more members in assembly, less member in council. More power has assembly, has less power has council. So you have to think about these questions and try to find the answers. If not got, then you can see from my notes. Now next is how we have or the legislative assembly work. Already explained, we have legislature in which we have two houses, one is legislative assembly and legislative council. Now we have to see how the assembly works. We are not talking about the council, we are talking about the assembly. Legislature main work is to make the laws. When they formulate or propose any law, it goes for the discussion, for the table in the assembly, legislative assembly. The proposal is called a bill when it is not proved. The state assembly meets during session to debate. Then they start debating, discussions on the bill. After discussion, the house vote for against the bill or in favor of the bill. If bill pass with 2/3 majority, how many? 2/3 majority from the assembly members, then it goes to the upper house. It means after assembly house they go to the upper house, council, if any state has bicameral system, and has to get the approval of upper house within 2 weeks. It means upper house give the approval of that bill on that bill in 2 weeks. If it passes, then it goes to the governor for the sign and becomes the law. But if not passed, it is rejected by the upper house, then it again go to the lower house and they have to rectify, they have to do changes, amendments in the bill, and again same procedure start. And but this procedure is for only for the ordinary bills, and in money bill all the powers have legislative assembly. Legislative council and governor is only advisory body in the money bill. They give suggestions only, advise only, but they will not take any decision. So this is the difference between ordinary bill and money bill. Next, a similar procedure of debate discussion is used to discuss all important issues. So this type of discussion, debate, questioning, answer is going on all the topic which are issues in the state. And ruling party is answerable, their ministers are answerable to give the answer to the opposition party, and they have to tell about all the programs, policies also, and they have to see the suggestions also which are in for the benefit of the people, and the particular department minister have to give the answer of all the questions, and government has to work according to the wish of the people. Head of the majority party is chief minister, and his council minister take the decision about the state. So we say MLAs have much more authority as they represent the people of the state and they run the government also. And you know chief minister is many times telling on the newspaper, television about their performance, about their activities, about their programs on the TV, in the newspapers also, about the policies also, because government ruling party is accountable, answerable to the people. They have to work according to the choice of the people. What is the qualification of MLA? First, must be citizen of India. MLA should be citizen of India. Should not hold an office or property. It means not have any government job. Should be mentally sound. Mentally fit. Should have no criminal record. No criminal record. Should not less than 25 of years age. So this is a flow chart which help you. So state legislature makes the law in the state. We have first house legislative assembly, second house legislative council. Legislative assembly we have in all 28 states of India, and legislative council we have in only 6 states. Other name of legislative assembly is Vidhan Sabha, lower house. Legislative council other name is Vidhan Parishad, upper house. Members of legislative assembly all MLs. Majority में कौन होगा? Ruling party. Minority opposition party. And council members elected by or nominated by MLAs, governors, teachers. These are not come from the election. Their names may be given by MLAs, governor, educated people of the state. Bills, we have 2 types of bills: ordinary bills, money bills. In money bills, so legislative council and governor has no power. Only they give only the suggestions. In ordinary bills, proper procedure will be going in the bicameral system only. In unicameral, the only assembly is responsible for everything, but bicameral both the houses have to work. It means if assembly start a bill, 2/3 yes is needed to approve in assembly, then it goes to the legislative council. If yes done, then governor do the sign, it becomes law. If it rejected, then again it goes back to the legislative assembly and they have to do amendments, changes in that bill. After that again it goes to the legislative council. If they say yes, then it goes to the governor. So like this bill becomes law. I think clear with the help of this flow chart. Now see, this is what is going on. Here we have both the parties, ruling party also, and we have the opposition party also, and ministry of the ruling party also, health minister, education minister, and opposite side we have the opposition MLAs, and they are asking the questions from the education minister because there is assembly or debate on the right to education for all. So education minister has to give answers to all the MLAs, those asking the question. The discussion and debate is going on here, and the MLAs of opposition parties asking the question from the education minister. And who is the education minister of Punjab? This also you have to find the answer and send me. Now see, they are asking the question. This you have to read yourself which question they are asking, what is the answer is given by the education minister. And then this is all for related to the legislative assembly and legislative council. So thank you students, have a great day.